Hey everyone, I'm Charlie. I've just joined the club at Otto here. I've been driving for about 20 years now. I took it on initially. I was a photographer in a past life, and that sort of became less and less more of a viable option. So I started chauffeuring, which was fun, and then did a TfL license. Here we are 20 years later, working with Otto Car. The big one is they had the car I wanted, which is something I really wanted. I needed that Skoda with a big boot, which is fabulous. But more importantly, people do business with people they like. And every time I've met up with Team Otto Car, always been approachable, friendly, easy to work with. And I just think it just makes such a difference. If you walk in and just feel like a number and feel like a customer, you're not that important to them, then it doesn't mean a lot to me. Yeah, I like people. So if they like me back, that's good, here I am. Do a rent to buy option, which is fabulous. You do rental, you do, but it's like I said, there's others that do it, and there's others that don't do it as well as you. And I think, you know, being the biggest company in the market, it makes you feel a bit more comfortable. Talking about sort of value for money, I think on the face of it, you might look at that price and think, oh, crikey, that's a lot of money. But if you think in the long term, no, it isn't really. You know, within that is your insurance, within that is maintenance, within that is, you know, your licensing, and just everything's covered. When you buy your own vehicle, it's just the costs keep mounting up, and 2 years in, things start dropping off your car, and it just, it's 2 weeks off the road. Whereas somewhere like this, it's in their interest to keep you on the road. So they said, bring the car in, we'll get it fixed. Here's a courtesy car to keep you going, keep you on the road and earning money. So yeah, I think for peace of mind, particularly, that's the way to go in my opinion. I don't think there's any negatives I can add to that. I can't really see them. You know, like I say, I'm long in the tooth, done it a long time. It works for me. Get yourself really on the ball and running before you get going, really. Find out how it works. Where do I find electric cars? Going to the hubs. I mean, the one thing you do hit, certainly with Otto, you can just walk in anytime. Hello, what have you got on the forecourt? They'll take you around, they'll walk around the cars. Go and look at the fleet out the front here. It's amazing. You know, just sit in the cars, take them for a test drive. And most cars are doing 300 miles nowadays. So you haven't got to worry about that. If you're doing more than 300 a day, you're working too hard. You know, percentage wise, I think if I'm still driving diesel now, I'll be spending probably 250 quid a week on diesel, easily. The first thing to do is stop being an island straight away, because it's very easy to get your TfL application up on your computer, and there it is, you're tapping away and you're going, right, I've got to get my DBS check done, I've got to get my medical done, hello, can I get an appointment, all that stuff, and you're all on your own, and it all seems very, very sort of singular and on your own. And what you should be doing is reaching out to companies like Otto Car, Uber particularly with their electric plan. Get yourself really on the ball and running before you get going, really. I'm now doing a rent to buy scheme with you guys, so it's fabulous. I feel happy, I'm relaxed, so that's good. That's why I'm here.